Hey, what's up, audiobooks all day? This is Kevin, and today I have something really exciting to talk to all of you audiobook lovers. Now, as you may know, my brother and I here at Audiobooks All Day, we love audiobooks, and we listen to audiobooks in every format that we can. We listen to it. Sometimes we check out the old CDs from the library. Sometimes we have the old CDs, listen to a few tapes. And online resources, though, have really been the thing that have helped us listen to a lot of audiobooks. Overdrive, Libby, and yes, Audible. Now, today, I want to talk about a very exciting change that Audible has made just on Monday. So, I actually found this by accident. I was just getting online and I was, going to get on Audible because there was something I needed to do. I don't even remember. I was going to look at a different type of book and I was just on my computer, so I did it on my computer. And when I went to Audible, I saw this Audible Plus catalog and I came down here. Your membership is now called Audible Premium Plus. Well, before then, my membership was called Gold Membership. So, Audible Premium Plus, first of all, dope name change. I already feel way more exclusive and VIP, even though it's the exact same thing. So, before all of this, Audible had really two primary memberships. You have the Gold and you had the Platinum. But now I'm called Platinum because that's dope. And the Gold was $14.95 and the Platinum was $22.95. And the perks of doing it monthly, obviously there's a per year option, but you get one book and essentially you get access to Audible, any of their free books, and 1 credit per month, which allows you to get any book regardless of price. And platinum membership, essentially the same thing for $7 more, but $8 more, but you get 2 credits per month. So on Audible Plus, though, so as the Audible Premium Plus member, they have given this thing called Audible Plus Catalog. Now, I was actually really surprised about this, and maybe they did make a big deal about this, but I'm constantly looking up Audible. I was on Audible, several times last week. I mean, I was on the app every single day, and I was on the website several times, and I didn't hear anything about this. So, my goal today is to help you learn what Audible Plus Catalog is, because it is awesome. So, if you're familiar with Audible, you know that obviously the credit system, and that every month you get anywhere from about 7 to 11, usually averages about 9 free books that you have the option to get at any time. So these books, some of them are really good and some of them are not that great. So in this past month, like for example, this was one, Stories of a Lifetime by Dan Rather. I listened to that. That was actually really good. Some of the other ones just not as interesting. Thicker Than Water, I read and was super good. Really, really good. But I loved the book Bad Blood, and this was just more to it. But, that was just about it. But I saw this funky thing called Included and kept going. I'm like, wait a second. Little Women, that wasn't one of the free books of the month. And look, wait, neither was Emma. And Break Shot, that was one for a prior month. Like, what the heck? And what the Plus catalog is essentially what they've done is they have taken thousands, let me repeat, thousands of books and made them free with your previously gold membership and now with your Audible Premium Plus. So on Monday, I got access to thousands of books for free, many of them Audible originals, which obviously you can only get from Audible. You know that by this little banner down there. They're only from Audible. And thousands of these books are now available to anybody with an Audible membership. So I went insane. I saw like this, for example, 1984 is one of my favorite books. Helldivers, I've always wanted to read that. Firefly, an awesome series that went off the air way too soon. So of course I want to read a book about it. So looking at all these, like, wow, this is awesome. But, oh, 2001 Space Odyssey. Didn't mean to click on that, but I did, and it's a really cool book. But going back, as I was flipping through all of these, you might be thinking, Kevin, that's really cool, but you said there were thousands of books. So let's just do a little search. So advanced search, and let's just plus catalog. Well, that's cool. Well, let's just search just plus catalog. 10,000 results. 10,000 results of books. And as I'm going through this, you might think, yeah, well, maybe they got 10,000 books. But a lot of these, you know, some of these are podcasts and other originals that they've already had for free. So it's like, really, did they really add that much? Well, that's what we're going to look at today. I went through and I started looking at all of these different books and started to see, all right, whoa, 1984. I love that book. I'll grab it. And, oh, Break Shot. I'll grab that. I didn't grab it. Art of War. Oh, that's a really cool book. I've read that one before. Let's grab it. Oh, so you want to talk about race, Man's Search for Meaning. So it started to build up and see, oh my gosh, there are a lot of really good books. Pride and Prejudice. Honestly, I've never read it. I've seen the play and I've seen the movie. I don't really remember what it's about, but I thought, hey, I'll read it. That feels like a book I should remember how it goes. So let me take you to my library and let's go to collections. So when I get these books, I try to keep them categorized, books I haven't read, free books, books I might return, favorite books purchased, my speeches and lectures, my wife, if she has some books that she wants to read. But these are just free books right now on Audible. So Johnny Cash, Forever Words. So these are a bunch of unknown poems. I thought that was really cool. I actually read it today and it was really cool. This is just some biographies from different musicians. Jimi Hendrix. This is a series I'd never heard about, but it's a science fiction. You know I love that. Book about Larry H. Miller, a very prominent businessman. A book about McKinsey, and you might be thinking, all right, a lot of these books, what's the deal? Anne of Green Gables? Well, those were just the books that I got after I already went through. So let's just go, keep going down. This book, first of all, Monsters, 1985 Chicago Bears, count me in. Book about Edgar Allan Poe, not about Edgar Allan Poe, complete audio collection, 44 hours of Edgar Allan Poe, count me in. The entire works of Sherlock Holmes, read by Stephen Fry. Let me repeat that. The entire works of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, for free, read by Stephen Fry. First of all, Stephen Fry is a very good reader. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is a genius. And Sherlock Holmes is everything I wish I was. And you get the complete collection for free. If you don't get anything else out of this, get that. But the 4% Universe, The Art of War, The Maltese Falcon, Peter Pan, Call of the Wild, 2 biographies, part 1 and part 2 on a biography about Metallica. Count me in. Finest Hours, Tale of Two Cities, A Long Way Home. I saw the movie Lion. I cried. I cried in the middle, I cried in the beginning, I cried at the end. War of the Worlds, I Am Legend, The Jungle Book, Emma, Invisible Man. I'm not going to go through all of these because that might seem kind of repetitive, but just kind of picking up some of the highlights. As you can see, that these books are awesome, and some of these books are books that I might not purchase, but I want. Like, What If? I thought that was really interesting, but I didn't know if I wasn't gonna commit to buying it. But now I have the opportunity to read it. Invisible Women, I really wanted to read that book. Roots, I didn't even actually know that was a book, and I think that'll be super exciting. Pride and Prejudice, Tom Sawyer, read by Nick Offerman, so that's going to be exciting. Treasure Island, Christmas Carol, because I know it's not Christmas yet, but you gotta have it. Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That is actually awesome. And if you haven't read it, it's really cool. It's very different from kind of the modern interpretation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but really interesting. Dracula, I love Dracula. It's just fantastic. I just love the book. I think Bram Stoker's a genius. Firefly, I already mentioned that. War and Peace, 61 hours and 6 minutes. Oof. But I'm going to read it because that's awesome. Atlas Shrugged, 62 hours and 56 minutes. Going to read that. But probably not tonight, but I'm gonna read it. God of War, that just looked interesting. uh, movie novelization of Godzilla King of Monsters. Heck yeah, the first four Helldiver books, Animal Farm, which by the way is one of my top 10 favorite books of all time. As you can see, there are a lot of great books available, and they actually went back and made some other previously free books available. There were always a few. Um, the books by Donald Katz, so the CEO of Audible, he wrote a book called The Big Store, which is about the fall and resurgence of Sears up to about the end of the 80s, um, and a book on Nike. Both are pretty good books. I mean, I think Donald Katz is probably a better CEO of Audible than writer, but I read both of them out of respect for him, and I actually enjoyed both of them. There are a lot of great books, and as you can see, I had a couple free books already on Audible, but I don't like to clog up my Audible too much or any of my libraries, but there are 108 free books in here, and every single one of them, in my opinion, is worth a listen. So, my friends, if you have an Audible membership and you haven't been taking part of the Plus catalog, go to Audible right now and start looking at Plus catalog items and add it. And you know it's a Plus catalog was when it says included down there. It has that little sticker. Go check it out. You're going to find books you're going to want to read. I promise. There's 10,000 books out there, and you're going to find something worth reading. And a lot of these books, like I said, there are a lot of classic books that if you haven't read, you should. And there are just some other really good ones. 1984, absolute classic. Fantastic book. Um, anyway, my friends, check out the Plus catalog. It's awesome. And I know what you might be thinking. Hey, if you don't have an Audible, you might just thinking maybe I'll just get it from the library. And, that works too. I've gotten, most of the books I listen to come from the library. But this place, you can get them instantly. You can keep them with you. Now, I've done quite a bit of research on this. And as of right now, it looks like Audible is going to keep the Plus catalog kind of on an indefinite basis as long as you have the membership. So what I mean by that is I'll go and like you saw, like 1984, I added it to my library and I can download it on my phone and it's on my phone indefinitely. Now, Audible might change that, but as of right now, there doesn't seem to be any plan to change that. So check it out, get some books. You don't need to download it. You don't need to put it in your library. You can just stream it. If we go here to the Plus catalog and we just want to see, all right, let's letters from camp. Oh, I mean, guess I can follow the episodes, but that really wasn't a great example, and it's a little embarrassing. Um, all right, and I'm just clicking on ones that are episodes, so I'm not doing a great job. No, I clicked on the same one. All right, I'm going to click on Ender's Game, and it's going to say play, and I'm just going to hit play, and it's going to bring this up, and it's going to play it for me. So I can add it to my library, I can play it, and whatever you want. So my friends, check out Audible, check out the Plus catalog, and keep listening. If you have, if you found any great books on the Plus catalog, leave a comment below. I'd love to find it. I'd love to listen to it if you have any recommendations. If you have recommendations about any book that you think we should listen to, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for joining us here at Audiobooks All Day. We appreciate you, and just get out there and get listening.